Hello, my name's Kaylee and these are my books. So today's video is the start of a super exciting vlog. This is episode 2 in my vlog series where I read other booktubers' favorite books. And this video is featuring Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy. Cassidy reads a ton of fantasy with a little sprinkling of dark romance. And typically our tastes do align. I like a lot more books than Cassidy likes, but of the books that Cassidy does like, I also really like them. And so the books that I've chosen from Cassidy's channel are just for me kind of knowing Cassidy, knowing what books that she talks about all the time that I haven't read yet. So I kind of chose these based off of her content, and then I verified with her, do you feel well represented if I include these 3 books as your favorites? And she said yes. So the books that we are going for in this reading vlog are The City of Brass, Red Sister, and There Are No Saints. So we have 2 fantasies and 1 dark romance. I'm not going to tell you the synopsis of these books just yet because I'll tell you more about the books as I'm reading them in the rest of this video, but I will let you know I have high hopes for all 3 of these books. There's no books in this video that I think I'm going to dislike. Like, I think I'm going to love all 3 of these books. So fingers crossed I'm right, because how amazing would it be if this video came out with 3 new 5 stars? And before we jump into the clips of me reading these books, I just want to let you know Cassidy's channel will be linked in the description. Her content is absolutely amazing. Like, she is one of my favorite booktubers ever. She does a lot of really fun, really aesthetic reading vlogs. She does a ton of recommendation videos. She has a super fun TBR game, and she reads tons of fantasy, like I said, with some dark romance. In the fantasy genre, she reads a lot of self-published and indie fantasy, which is something you don't see on BookTube all the time, so her channel is fantastic for any fantasy lover. With that being said, let's jump into me reading these books. Hello, so I wanted to update you all because I made it to the halfway point. I'm slightly over halfway. I'm on page 230. And I'm of City of Brass. Sorry, I should have started with that. The first book I'm reading for this video is City of Brass, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's very character focused. So we're following 2 different point of views. We are following Ollie and Nari, and Ollie's point of view is he is a prince in this kingdom, and he's trying to get some political control, but his family members are making it difficult, and he's slowly realizing that his kingdom is not the most moral of kingdoms, and so he's trying to figure out how to make this place a better place while all of his family, all of the other people in the castle are kind of against him. And then Nari's point of view is she is a peasant girl who has just been on the streets trying to survive. She's been helping a healer, and she does some magic by accident and basically gets kidnapped / rescued by this mysterious magic man. And she goes from her normal world into one of magic, and she realizes that she is only half human. This book has a lot of really, really cool magic monster type of moments. Like, I don't want to spoil what any of them are, but like the fight scenes of these magic monsters, these magic creatures have been so much fun to read about. And we are really focused on just these 2 characters. So I'm still trying to learn more about the general world and the general magic system, because these 2 characters are still trying to learn more about this. Like, our prince, while he is a prince, he's still trying to navigate the political system. Like, he's not an expert. And then Nari, our woman who is half human and has some magical abilities, just found out about this, so she doesn't know how the magic works either. So it's one of those books where you're learning with the characters, which is working really well for me. I just hope that we continue to learn more and more, and by the end of the book I know more about the world, because so far at the halfway point I still don't know a ton about the world. Like, I'm a little bit confused about the different cities that exist and where magic exists and where it doesn't. But overall, I am really enjoying this book, and I'm actually on Hannah's sprints right now, so I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done today and maybe even finish the book tonight. We will see. I do have the audiobook, so finishing the book tonight is a possibility. I'm 60% of the way through The City of Brass, so not super far from where I last checked in. One of the characters, Ollie's point of view, he's a man, a boy, I guess. I think he's like a teenager. He's really annoying me right now. He's giving incel vibes because he has some scenes with a female character. I'm keeping it super vague, don't worry, no spoilers. but he has some scenes with a female character, and the way that he's talking about women and just the way he's interacting with this female character is so annoying. So I'm really hating his character right now. I'm hoping we get some growth. If we get some growth overall, I'll still like enjoy his character, you know? But right in this moment before the end of the book at 60% of the way through, I hate Ollie. So I'm 85% of the way through City of Brass, which means I'm on I'm on page 438, and there's a little bit less than 100 pages left. I think there's like 90 pages left. I am liking this book. However, I still hate Ollie. I hate him so much. Like, totally team Dara. And like, Dara, of course, has a lot of flaws about him, okay? But Ollie, his flaws are so annoying to me, and he's like an immature, spoiled brat. He's giving me incel vibes. He's like so conservative and so religious, and I'm just like, bro, Ollie, come on. Like, come on. And, you know, if you haven't read this book, I'm not going to give you any spoilers of exactly why I hate Ollie, but there's just been so many scenes of Ollie just, like, making bad decisions, and I don't like the reason why he's making bad decisions, where Dara, the other, like, main male in this book, and the reason why I'm comparing the two is because Dara and Ollie, you know, are, like, rivals in this book. And Dara makes bad decisions too, don't get me wrong, he's not an angel. But, like, I understand why he's making these bad decisions, and, like, I support the reason why he's making the bad decisions. Like, the motivations he has, while flawed and bad, don't annoy me as much as Ollie's. And Ollie is just, like, I freaking hate him. And the reason why this is possibly a negative for the book is I don't think I'm supposed to hate Ollie as much as I do hate him. I think, you know, we're supposed to see him as flawed but lovable, but I just see him as flawed and hateable. I hate him. But I love Nari. I love our female protagonist. She's awesome. Like, I really enjoy seeing her explore her magic more and explore this unknown political kingdom. I think she's really cool to read about. I think her self-doubt is really relatable, and her wins are really satisfying. It's just Ollie. I freaking hate Ollie. I want him to fail so badly, and I don't think he's going to fail. I mean, we'll see. I still have a lot of the book to go. I won't be spoiling whether or not he fails, but, like, I'm pretty sure, even by the first, like, 30 pages, someone who has read this book, I'm pretty sure he's, like, a main character. I think he's gonna be a main hero in the story. But for me, he's not a hero. He's a villain. I hate him. So I probably will check back in once I finish the book, since I'm almost done at this point. But I just wanted to let you know my thoughts about Ollie are negatively impacting my enjoyment of this book, but not enough to where I'm not liking any anymore. It's just like this book so far is feeling like somewhere between a 3.5 star and a 4 star. So I'd have to read the last like 80, 90 pages of it to let you know what my end rating is, but it's probably going to be somewhere in between a 3.5 and 4. So I finished City of Brass, and I'm giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, but it is not a new favorite. The reason why I'm giving it 4 stars is mostly because of Ollie's character. I really dislike his character. And I want to clarify some of my thoughts because I was thinking back about my last clip, and I think I wasn't voicing what I was meaning in a good way. So Dara, like, I don't think Dara is a good guy, right? I'm not saying like, oh, Dara is an angel. I just mean like, of the problematic men in the story, I like reading about Dara way more than I like reading about Ollie. Nari is my favorite character by far, the female protagonist. I just really, really enjoy Nari's character. And Dara is so fun to read about. I really like reading about what he's up to. It's just Ollie, I hate. I hate Ollie. But yeah, so I just want to make it clear that when I say I love Dara, that does not mean I agree with his choices. I think he is like kind of a bad guy in a lot of ways, but it's just, I enjoy his character. He's very complicated. He's fun to read about. I don't know where he's going to go. I think his character is crafted really well. Ollie, on the other hand, I hate Ollie. I freaking hate him. And the problem of me hating him is because, you know, characters can still be good characters if they're hated characters, if they're supposed to be hated characters. My problem of me saying, oh, I hate Ollie and that's affecting my enjoyment is, again, I do not think I'm supposed to hate Ollie. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to care about Ollie, but I hate him. I liked some of the stuff that happened in the end. And then when this stuff didn't happen the way that it was pretending like it was going to happen, I got sad. That's super vague because I don't want to spoil anything, but if you've read the book, maybe you know what I'm talking about. I got really excited and then I got a little bit disappointed. But the end, I'm very intrigued to continue on with the series. I will definitely be continuing on, just not right away. Like, it's not a series that I want to binge right now. I'm excited to move on to Red Sister and There Are No Saints. So I'm going to go get ready. Teddy and I have just kind of had a lazy morning. I'm still in pajamas, haven't even like brushed my hair yet today, which you can definitely tell. But I'm gonna get ready because I want to film a couple videos and I have to go run some errands, and I just downloaded the audiobook. It was on Hoopla, thankfully, for Red Sister. So as I'm getting ready, I'm going to listen to the audiobook for Red Sister, but once I'm done getting ready and I'm able to just like sit down and read, I think I'm going to pick up There Are No Saints. Hello, so I started Red Sister and I got ready, as you can tell. I'm loving Red Sister so far. The premise is amazing. So basically, we have Nona, who is about 9 years old. She doesn't know her exact age, but she is a child. And she gets saved from being hanged for a murder she may or may not have committed. Basically, she is just a kid who gets sold to this person who collects kids that he thinks might have some magical abilities. And she is now at a fighting pit area, where she basically has to prove her worth and possibly get sold to someone else. And she does have like weird little abilities. Like, we don't know if she is magic or not, but like, for example, she picked up juggling super crazy fast. So maybe she has the magic of juggling. But it was like a supernatural type of moment of her picking it up, you know? So it's like a hint that maybe she does have magic. And I do know that this book is about assassin nuns, and the prologue did start with this line, which let me see if I can read you the exact line. I actually haven't opened the book yet because I'm just listening to the audiobook on Hoopla so far. Yes, here it is. So the first line of the book, this doesn't spoil anything, it's the very first line of the prologue. It is important when killing a nun to ensure that you bring an army of sufficient size. That's an incredible first line. Love it. I'm so into this book. I love training settings. I love school settings. I love fighting pits. And I love a weird niche that I love is when an adult book, especially an adult fantasy book, has child characters in it. So I'm sure Nona will grow up throughout this book, but I love that we're getting her story right from the start when she's a child. And then I also made myself some breakfast that it's kind of lunchtime already, but I'm having it as breakfast. You could kind of see it's a parfait with some Greek yogurt, some mango and papaya and strawberries, and then some granola. It looks so good, so I'm excited to eat it. I'm gonna eat it, listen to some more of the Red Sister, and then probably switch over to reading with my eyes There Are No Saints. So I wanted to update because I am 100 pages into Red Sister, and I wanted to clarify some things because I mentioned before she's like at a fighting pit thing. That was just a very small pit stop. She's actually at the school for assassin nuns, so the nuns kind of bought her and now she is learning how to be an assassin nun. So she is at this assassin school learning all about different magics and how to fight stuff, and we get lots of the school tropes because there's a lot of other kids there that are learning how to fight, all girls, and it's so much fun so far. But just wanted to mention that, oh my god, Teddy is nudging my arm like he always does. The school setting is like a huge part of this book, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm having so much fun. It seems like possibly a tiny bit of the chosen one trope so far, but we'll see how that plays out. It could fizzle out a little bit. Oh my gosh. And then I also wanted to mention I am 75 pages into There Are No Saints, and Chef's Kiss, it is so freaking good. Like, I'm absolutely loving both of the books I'm reading right now. There Are No Saints is crazy. I mean, it starts right away. We don't have to wait for the serial killer content. It's right away. And I'm so excited to see where this story goes. I'm on Rye's Patreon sprints because right now Rye is doing a little 48-hour readathon for her Patreon, which is a lot of fun. So I'm using it as an excuse to try to get through as many of these books for this vlog as I can. And so far, so good, because I've already finished City of Brass, and I'm 100 pages into Red Sister and 75 pages into There Are No Saints. There Are No Saints is only 350 pages about, so I think I might be able to finish that tonight. It's only 7:40, so I think we're gonna finish it tonight. Hello, good morning. It is the next day. Technically, we're kind of midway through the day right now. I think it's like 1 o'clock. But last night I finished There Are No Saints. I just finished it late and I was too tired to update you last night. But I'm here to tell you I finished There Are No Saints last night. 5 stars. So entertaining. Like, that book was so wild and so funny and just pure fun entertainment. Check trigger warnings, some dark stuff happens, but this is one of those dark romances that's just so fun. Like, sometimes it's difficult for me to verbalize what I mean by when I say like a fun dark romance, because I don't love overly emotional romances, and you would think dark romance is overly emotional. There Are No Saints is an example of what I mean when I say like I prefer fun dark romances. It's not overly emotional, it's just some wild stuff happening. It's very entertaining, very fun. Loved it so much. Now, I want to say though, this is a serial killer romance. Obviously the romance is toxic. The romance is so terrible in such a fun, entertaining way, okay? I'm not reading these dark romances thinking, these couples are soulmates. These couples are so healthy. I love these couples. Like, the couples are messed up, okay? I'm not reading these couples as an example of true love. I'm reading these couples because they're so entertaining in how toxic they are. Just want to get that clear. But also, I've been reading Red Sister this morning. I'm 200 pages into it. And while There Are No Saints got 5 stars, like, that's just such a fun 5 stars, Red Sister so far is feeling like a 5-star, but feeling like a new favorite of all time type of 5-star. It is amazing. It's so good. I'm so attached to the characters. I'm so interested in the world. The magic is so cool. The school setting is amazing. The politics is so fun to read about. There's a trial happening right now, and the trial is like the most exciting trial I've ever read about. The things that are happening are shocking in such a good way. Like, I cannot give this book enough praise. So far, the first 200 pages of Red Sister is some of the best first 200 pages of a book I've ever read. With City of Brass getting 4 stars, There Are No Saints getting 5 stars, and so far Red Sister feeling like a 6-star out of 5-star book, this vlog is going wonderfully. I'm going to keep reading Red Sister because I want to finish it today, and it doesn't even feel like a chore to finish the last 300 or 400 pages. I don't remember how long it is. I have a lot left though. And the point is, I just feel like sitting on the couch and physically reading this book. I have the audio and I haven't even been using the audio, which is rare for me. Usually I need an audio to stay focused on the book, but this book is like so good and drawing my attention so well that I don't even need the audiobook. I'm just sitting on the couch and reading it with my eyes, which is great, which is amazing. So I'll check in when I've read, maybe when I'm like at the 70% mark, we'll see. If I have more to say before then, I'll check in earlier though. This will be a short update because we're about to go to sleep. I got really tired. The day just went by so fast. I ended up watching a lot of movies and TV with my friend today, so didn't get a ton of reading done. Didn't finish the book like I wanted to, but I did get to 70% in it, in Red Sister, and I'm still really enjoying it. I'm having a great time, but we're going to sleep now, and I'll let you know what I read in it tomorrow. Hopefully I finish it. How do diamond painter people do this and not have immense back pain? Because I was working on this, look how big it is, for 2 hours, hunched over like a gremlin. And look, the progress is not there. What is this? I put like 20 down. It's huge. There's nothing here. Nothing. It's only this tiny corner. What? How do people do this? Let me know if you have tips. I wanna complete this, but like, I think it's gonna take me an entire year and then I won't ever be able to walk again. All right, hello, I just finished Red Sister. Let me grab it. I just finished this book. I finished it while I was doing that diamond painting. I was being a little bit dramatic about it because I worked on it for so long and like, there's no progress. There's like nothing. I put down barely any. And my back hurts so bad. I need to stretch out now. Ugh. I'm happy I finished this book though. It was really good. I'm giving it 5 stars. However, you know, before I was saying like, oh, this could be like a new favorite of all time. Right now, it is not that. It is a full 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, it's not on the same level as Poppy War for me. However, continuing the series, it could get there. So my issue with this book, like, okay, I'm gonna say my issue first, but keep in mind, this is a 5-star book, okay? I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. It's just, this isn't like a 6-star out of 5-star book. And the reason why is because the scope stayed fairly small in this first book, and I'm sure that's going to change as we move forward in the series. And therefore, the series as a whole still has an option of being like a new favorite. Just this book specifically is not, because the scope stayed pretty focused on this like school setting and these young girls doing their trials and stuff. And I wanted a bit more world building, a bit more politics of like what's going on outside of the school, because we got little hints of that. But honestly, I felt a little tiny bit confused about the world building and the larger lore, because I feel like we didn't get enough for me to be able to fully grasp it. And that's why it's not like a 6 out of 5-star book, like a new favorite, but it's a full 5 out of 5-star book because the school setting was so freaking cool. There were so many amazing moments. The magic is so unique and so awesome. I loved learning more about it. The character moments in this are so good. I love Nona as a character, our main girl in here. And there's a found family trope, which I had so much fun with. This book had so many things that I absolutely loved in it. So I am very, very happy I read this. And with me finishing this book, I finished all the books for this vlog. I read Red Sister, City of Brass, and There Are No Saints. And this vlog was amazingly successful. So I'm just gonna give my little wrap up here. Red Sister, 5 out of 5 stars. City of Brass, 4 out of 5 stars. And There Are No Saints, 5 out of 5 stars. I think, I don't know, Red Sister and There Are No Saints I enjoyed equally. Like, both of them great. City of Brass, my least favorite, but again, it's still a 4-star book. So I had a lot of fun with this. Cassidy's taste is impeccable. Loved reading her favorite books, and you know, Cassidy is someone that I go to for recommendations all the time. And this video just proves that her recommendations are amazing. And so once again, highly recommend her channel. If you don't already follow her, she will be linked below. And with that said, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time. Bye.